So it's the 4th day of May, I believe. And today I just want to do a recap of what's kind of in my field. So I launched ShopGratzi, the crowdfunding campaign this week. And what I want to share with you as entrepreneurs is it's super important to stay in flow because you just never know. And so what does that mean? That means really like connecting in and allowing yourself to be one with the entire field. So what that means is that you are so connected and you are so present and you are so in your zone that no matter what shows up, you have the ability to pivot super easily towards something that will serve you and be for your highest good. So this week I worked my ass off and I'm exhausted, and I was gonna literally stay home and sleep on Friday. And I got an invite to see a movie called WeRiseUp. Sounds great, exciting, I'm exhausted. But a couple ladies went, and a couple ladies who are participant in my campaign, I want to honor them. And so I went, and what I found was full on next level inspiration by the movie WeRiseUp. And they were really talking, I'm gonna summarize it briefly, but they were really talking about how from the past until, like about 5-10 years ago, it was really about our own personal success, right? And the values have shifted, and now it's more about collective success, and that we're forward reaching towards universal success, right? So not just like local community success, but full on global earth success. What does that look like? And so they had a ton of amazing speakers that I will list here in a second. And what was really awesome for me is that half the speakers in this movie come from my past that supported me in my past company, Aquamantra, and half the speakers that I knew come from my future, who I've met since I've been here in Colorado, and also on the quest towards understanding and learning more about sacred economics, and who I've met. So it was really great for me to see a film that was out there really trying to inspire us to all of us rise up. They were talking about our passion and our purpose, and how when we are aligned with that we and our unique gift is what the world needs. And it was really about how do we forge forward in the collective towards success, and Moby was on there, and he was talking about how, when he had tons of money and tons of fame, he was super depressed. And I was listening to it because I always have been striving to reach what everybody's goal of success was. Parts of my family have really come down on me because I didn't have the white picket fence and the 3.4 kids and live in a society that they feel comfortable in. I've been traveling and experiencing life and forging my own path, my own paradigm for ShopGratzi, because I allowed it to come into me and to really like marry and marinate all of my passions and all of my gifts. So it was really exciting because Michael Beckwith from Agape was in there, and Jack Canfield, one of my last investors and advisors, was in the film. Mickey Willis, who I met when I lived in Orange County, who is a big proponent of conscious and universal films. Then we saw Charles Eisenstein, who of course is my hero because he's supportive of a sacred economic culture that I truly inspired to believe in and to be a part of, and I've lived it. There was Barbara Marx Hubbard, which is so beautiful because she just passed, and she was in the film, and she was really talking about conscious evolution. And a lot of them were all talking about this evolution, that it's not like we're just, cruising along trying to survive anymore. No, we're evolving. And what does that look like for us as successful business owners and people who are creating in the world? What does that look like? Then Miki Agrawal, which I totally love her to death. And I met her last summer at the Denver startup and just really gravitated towards her enthusiastic approach to compassion and supporting so many with her brand Hello Tushy and Thinks, and her book Do Cool Shit and Disruptor. She's just badass. let's see, Andrew Hewitt, I met last year. He invited me to the Star House when I first moved to Boulder, and I first had the idea about ShopGratzi. So this film was super resonant to me because I know these people. Like, I personally met them and really aligned with them, and they've supported my greater vision. And so at the end, it was about all of us standing up and saying, like, what are we rising up for? And like, what are we rising up for? What are you rising up for? Because otherwise it's just life and we're just going through the motions. So I invite you to respond to this video with what you rise up for. ShopGratzi is my version of rising up so that everybody can create their dream and be supported. That is my unique talent and ability, is that if you've got an idea and you're passionate, I want to support you. And that's what ShopGratzi is going to do. It's going to create it in a collaborative way that is a triple win for everybody involved. It doesn't hurt anybody. That's another thing they were talking about, is like, what if we created businesses that were actually not going to, collapse on somebody else for a win for you? But how do we do it in a collaborative way so the win for me is a win for you, right? What if we were all doing that? Just feel how beautiful that is, that world where we're all supporting each other. I'm sorry, but I really hope we can achieve that in this lifetime, in my lifetime. So I'm going to post information about Rise Up down below, but I rise up for all of you. And I'm creating this company, ShopGratzi, to do that. And I just had to share because I was in full oneness with what was the best and highest good for me. I was going to stay home, and I asked, should I go? And I got a for sure, yes, go. And I'm so glad I did, because I was inspired, because that movie was talking to me. That movie was talking to every one of us collectively. And I thank the producers and the director and everybody in it. Thank you so much for showing up and being the inspiration for the rest of us. I hope it catches on. Thank you guys. Just had to give you a little taste of beautiful Boulder here.